Hello everyone, welcome to today's interview. I am Mulabek Kodingwala. I am a student of Rahan College. Today we are discussing a topic that is very important for emotional well-being, how to practice self-compassion and forgive yourself. Many of us are our own are harsh criticism, learning to be kind to ourselves and forgive past mistakes is essential for mental health, personal growth, and happiness. To explore this topic, we have Sisam Maya with us today. Thank you for joining us. Wait for a minute. I connected the Maya.
Hey, what's new?
Maya, I want to take an interview for 10 minutes. The topic is how to practice self compassion and forgive yourself. So, are you ready?
Ah, gotcha. Self-compassion and forgiveness, good stuff. Yeah, I'm ready when you are. What's your first question?
My first question is, what does self compassion really mean?
Okay, good starting point. I think a lot of people confuse self-compassion with self-pity, but it's pretty different. It's not about feeling sorry for yourself, it's about treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding you'd offer a good friend who is struggling. Kristen Neff, who does a lot of research in this area, breaks it down into three parts: self kindness versus self judgment, recognizing our common humanity versus isolation, and mindfulness versus over identification. Does that resonate with you, or is there a part of that definition that feels off?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, why is it often harder to forgive ourselves than others?
That's a really good question. I think it comes down to a few things. We tend to have a lot more context for other people's mistakes. We know their history, their pressures, everything. With ourselves, we're often hyper focused on our intentions, what we should have done, and the impact of our actions. Plus, we hold ourselves to a really high standard, don't we? Like, we're the main character in our own story, so the stakes feel higher. Do you find that to be true for you? Are you generally harder on yourself than on other people?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how can practicing self compassion improve mental health?
Okay, so there's actually a lot of research on that. Essentially, self compassion seems to buffer against a lot of negative emotional states, lower rates of anxiety and depression, less rumination, more emotional resilience. It's pretty powerful. When you're kind to yourself, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, basically the rest and digest system, which lowers stress hormones. It also helps create a sense of safety and connection, which is key for mental well being. It's almost like building a little emotional cushion. Does that make sense? Or were you hoping for something a little more scientific?
Okay,
I
Maya.
can dig into the neurobiology if you'd like. Okay, man. Got it.
Okay.
Just checking in. Are you all right? Sometimes a simple okay can mean a lot of things. Everything good on your end?
Yes, my next question is, can self compassion lead to better decision making and personal growth? How?
Definitely. I think it's about shifting your mindset. When you're constantly beating yourself up, you're stuck in a shame spiral and it clouds your judgment. Self compassion creates space for honest self reflection without the harshness. You can acknowledge mistakes without getting completely derailed by them. It allows you to learn from them and then move forward. Plus, it encourages you to take risks, to try new things, because you're less afraid of failure. It's almost like it unlocks creativity and resilience. Do you think you'd be more willing to try something new if you knew you could be kind to yourself if it didn't work out?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how can someone stop negative self talk and replace it with kindness?
That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? It takes practice for sure. A lot of it is about becoming aware of the negative self talk in the first place. noticing those critical thoughts as they arise. Then you can challenge them. Are they actually true? Are they helpful? What would you say to a friend in the same situation? Then consciously reframe them in a more compassionate way. It's like building a new habit. Also, a little trick, try talking to yourself the way you'd talk to a child. Okay, just making sure I'm tracking. You were saying, try talking to yourself the way you'd talk to a. What were you gonna say? Did I cut you off?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, can, uh, can self-compassion, what are some daily habits to practice self-compassion?
Ah, gotcha. Daily habits are key. Lots of little things add up. Kristen Neff suggests a few things like keeping a self compassion journal, writing about your struggles with kindness, or trying a self compassion break, basically, taking a moment to acknowledge your suffering, remind yourself that everyone struggles, and offer yourself a comforting touch. Even just mindful self compassion meditations can be really helpful. Some people like to write themselves a letter from a compassionate friend. Honestly, anything that reminds you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding. What feels the most doable for you right now?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how can someone one stop negative self-talk and replace it with kindness?
Right. We touched on this before, but let's go a bit deeper. It's about interrupting the pattern. When you catch yourself being critical, try a 3 step move. First, acknowledge the thought without judgment. Second, remind yourself of your common humanity. And third, offer yourself some kindness. It's kind of like a mental reset button. Also, visualizing a compassionate figure, someone who embodies kindness and understanding, can be helpful. Do you have anyone like that in your life? Someone whose voice you can tap into when you're struggling?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, what role does mindfulness play in developing self-compassion?
Mm, big role. Mindfulness is kind of the foundation for self compassion. It's about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you're more aware of your thoughts and feelings as they arise without getting swept away by them. That creates space for compassion. You can acknowledge your suffering without getting caught up in it. It's like noticing I'm feeling anxious instead of identifying as an anxious person. Mindfulness also helps you recognize that your thoughts are just thoughts, they're not facts. Does that make sense or is it a bit too woo woo?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how can journaling or meditation help in forgiveness?
Good question. Both can be really powerful tools, but in slightly different ways. Journaling provides a safe space to explore your emotions and work through painful experiences. It can help you identify patterns of self criticism and challenge those narratives. Meditation, particularly loving kindness meditation, focuses on cultivating feelings of warmth, kindness, and compassion, first for yourself, then for others. It's like training your brain to be more compassionate. They both encourage slowing down and really sitting with your feelings rather than avoiding them. Have you tried either of those before?
Okay, Maya, thank you so much, Maya, for sharing these meaningful insights. We learned that self-compassion, self-organization are not signs of weakness; they are powerful tools for healing, growth, and happiness. To everyone watching, to be kind yourself, learn from your mistake, and embrace personal growth with love and patience. See you in the next session. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, Well, I'm really glad I could help and that you're sharing those insights with your audience. Sounds like you have a really thoughtful approach to all of this.